So, welcome to this live session where I'm going to do a yoga demo. If you are watching live, just do say hi in the chat so I know you can see me and hear me. Um, so, let's just turn that off. So, just to be clear, I'm not a yoga teacher. I've been doing yoga from the age of 16, pretty much on and off. But for the last 20 years, I've been doing it pretty regularly. That doesn't mean I'm super bendy. And I'm just going to take you through the first routine. I do 3 routines, which you rotate every 3 days. I got this from a yoga book that my mum had in the 70s. There was a program on television. I think the yoga teacher was a Hawaiian chap called Richard Hittleman, and he had a yoga television series, and people would watch the TV and do yoga with this chap. And when I was 16, I was getting stressed and anxious about exams. I tried medication, didn't really work. So I decided to start doing yoga. And I've been doing it, as I say, on and off since. So if you are watching, just do say hi. Let me know you can see me and hear me. And a couple of thoughts, a couple of considerations. Number one, consult your doctor if you have medical conditions. The routine I'm going to do is the routine I do now, but when I had mecfs, I would adapt it. I'd do gentler forms, and I might give you some examples of that. But don't push yourself. Don't do anything that you don't feel is right for you for now. And consider you might even just do a small amount of what I share. Okay, so it's better to start really small and not overdo it and gradually build up than doing too much. I remember when I had ME, I went to a yoga class, and my pride got in the way of common sense. And I told the teacher that I had chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, and she said, "Look, just go easy." And I didn't go easy, and then I never went back. And it would have been better to just do a little bit of each of the exercises and have a rest whilst other people were doing the exercises, and do a little bit of the next exercise. So as I say, just use your judgment. All right, so I'm going to start by just showing you, I'm just walking you through this routine. So this is kind of day one, and there was, I did say I wouldn't wear Lycra, and I got quite a few emails and comments in my group saying that I should wear Lycra. So this is actually part of a fancy dress outfit when I went to a fancy dress party dressed as a robot. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to move my chair and we're going to get started. And so the first thing I do, and as I say, just go easy, do what you can, is I'm just stretching my arms up and down. And you can do this on your toes if you like, as you go up. Just doing this really slowly. And in the book, it suggests, I think, you do this between 3 and 10 times. But, if you just feel like doing it once, just do it once. If you only feel like bringing your arms up to here, then do that. Okay, so always using your judgment. So the next thing after this exercise is what we call a standing twist. So I'm bringing my hands up like here, and I normally cross them. You just gently do a twist. Again, not pushing yourself, just going as far as you can. The other side. After the first one, I normally do it on my toes, but again, just do whatever feels right for you. Okay, and I might do that 3, 4, 5 times. But again, just do it once or twice, whatever feels right for you. So the next exercise is actually, I'll just move my computer a little bit so you can see. So what I'm doing is I'm actually using a bit of wall, putting my hand on the wall, and I'm bringing my right foot up to my right hand, and I am just pulling back, so just stretching the top of the leg and bringing it down again. And now I'm doing the same on the other side. Just arching the back of it, looking up. I can feel that stretch in my leg and in my left arm. And again, I might do that a few times. So then the next thing I'm doing is what's called Rishi's posture. So I'm taking, let me just adjust the laptop again. I am bringing one hand down and taking the other one up, and I'm looking up to my left hand so I can feel the stretch in my back, in my left back of the leg. And I'm coming up again and going down on the other side. Again, looking up to my left and coming back up again. As I say, any of these exercises that you feel, actually, I can't do that right now, then just skip it. That's completely fine. Okay. The next thing I'm doing is I'm putting my hands above my head and I'm just coming down, doing a bend and then up again. Okay. And I might do that 5 times, but again, just do what you can. If you can't even do that much, just go down a little bit and then come up again. Okay. Just feel your way into this. Now, the next thing I'll do is a stretch. Do this sitting, or kneeling, I should say. And let me just adjust the laptop a little bit more. So I'm kind of going in a cross-legged fashion like this. And I'm bringing my hand onto the knee, which is on top. So my right leg is on kind of on top of my left leg. I've just got my right hand behind me, just doing a twist, feeling the stretch in the back. And bringing it down. And then I'm just doing the same on the other side. Okay, so I'll switch my legs over. So again, putting my right hand on my left knee, hand behind the back, just feeling the stretch in my back, in my neck. And back. And again, I might do that a couple of times. So the next thing is the chest stretch. So let's just do that. And what I'm doing here is I'm pulling my arms out. Then I'm putting them behind me, lifting my arms up so you can see, just lifting them up, getting a little bit of a stretch. And then I'm bending forward with my arms up, feeling that stretch. Then dropping my arms, just letting my body drop. And then just slowly coming up, slowly supporting your back if need be. Back into upright position. And I usually do that a couple of times, okay? So pulling the arms back, going back this way, and then taking it forward, holding it, dropping the arms, letting the whole body drop. And then coming back. And just feel free to let me know in the chat as I do each exercise whether you feel that's something you can do, something you can't do. Because obviously people that are at a different range, some people are very limited, and therefore a lot of these exercises might not be appropriate. And if that's the case, I have got a PDF of some really gentle movement routines you can do if you're lying in bed, which literally involve rotating your wrist one way, wrist the other way, rotating your leg, your ankle, I mean, one way and then the other. So there is a much more gentle approach. If you want that, just put the word bed routine, put the words bed routine, and I'll share that with you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is called the Cobra. So let's just bring my laptop down so you can see the mat. And the rest of these exercises are going to be floor-based. And again, just do what you can. And let's check. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing my head up. I'm using my hands just to help pull my head up. And then down again. So bring my head up on its own, then stretch using my arms. Bringing it down again. Do that one more time. And down again. And then we're going to do a little neck stretch. Okay, so I'm just putting my head in my hands, just stretching gently to one side, back down again to the other side. Might do that a few times. Okay, so now I'm going to do a side raise. Again, I'll just adjust this so you can see the mat. So I'm lying like this, and I'm just bringing my legs up, and I hold for 10 in my case, but you can do it for less if that's appropriate. Okay, and I tend to do that 3 times. Now, the next thing is quite intense, so you might not want to do this. Okay, so it's the kind of crab, I think it's called, and bring your legs up. But you know, there was a time when I couldn't do this at all. Okay, so skip it if it's too much for you right now. This might be something for later on. Okay, so you're just lifting body, bring it down again. As I could not do that when I had mecfs. And then would go to the other side and do the leg raise on the other side. I won't do that because I don't think I should be pointing my bottom at the screen. Okay, and then finally, final range of exercises is, first of all, lying on the flat. I put my hands either side. I kind of tend to put them in a fist. The wrist raise one leg up, hold it, bring it down. I normally hold for about 10 seconds, but I won't do it now. Same on the other side. I tend to do that about 3 times. So one each side, second one each side. Okay. And then I do both legs holding them up. Again, holding for about 10. So I'll do that 3 times. Then I've got an injury that makes it a little bit uncomfortable. Kind of sitting on the floor, but I can do this. And so you just do a leg stretch. You bring your hands back down, bring them. I can't touch my toes, so I'm not going to try. You just stretch as much as you can. Again, you can do that a few times. And then finish off with a breath exercise, lying on my back. And I'm holding one nostril, breathing in to count of 10, holding it for count of 10. Then opening the other nostril, breathing out to the count of 10. Breathing in my right nostril, holding it. Breathing out my left nostril. And I might do that 3 times. So that is the first day of this yoga routine. If you're watching live or watching the replay, just kind of leave a comment. Let me know whether you feel there's exercises there you can do, whether it feels too advanced. I really would recommend you checking out yoga teachers who tailor their classes for people with ME, CFS. So Fiona Agambar is one example of that. So as I said, I'm just showing you this to give you an idea of the routine. I would do that routine when I had ME, CFS, but I would adapt it. I'd do gentler movements and, I'd keep the movement quite light. But it's just a way of getting some movement in your body. So as I use your judgment, and just let me know in the comments how you found this routine. It'd be interesting to know whether there are some of those exercises you feel you can do or whether it feels too advanced. So let me know your thoughts. So thanks for joining me. If you've got any questions, comments, either leave them in the chat or get in touch. Bye for now.